This day 1372, the Shulchan Yomi. I'm going to be a schus for Am Yisrael, especially in the difficulties we face in the Eretz Yisrael at the moment. Terrorist attack day, 2 Jews killed. Hashem Yikum Dama. Today we're doing Siman Reish Mem Vav, Sif Test Chav Dalet, and of course you're there. New test, Isha, a woman, ain't mitzvah of Talmud Torah, not required to learn Torah. And because of place Isha from the Fayesh Schar, plus right that a woman learns Torah has reward. Local Schar Ish Mination not like the reward of the man because it's not commanded to learn. And more greater is the command word of somebody is commanded to do, somebody is not commanded to do. Or somebody who's commanded and does, somebody does not is not commanded and does. Mitzvah mitzvah because person is commanded. Yitzhar masito is Yitzhar seduces him. The not fulfilled. Fudoy tell me about the Yitzhar is constantly concerned, worried about defeating his Yitzhar. The kaim mitzvah bar and fulfill the mitzvah of his creator. Shegem b'shem mitzvah as opposed to somebody who's not commanded. Ain't Yitzhar bar masito. His Yitzhar does not try and seduce him to the opposite. Even though she has a reward, Chazal command the Torah, not to command, not to teach one's daughter Torah. The Torah, it's anybody teaches the Torah. She teaches her tiflus, which he interprets or something which is transgressive. Because their intellect is frivolous, lighthearted. And they take the Torah and use them for idle purposes. Based on their poor intellect. It's preferable not to teach her. If he teaches her, it's not as if he teaches her tiflus. Can't cause for a Rambam b'Shulchan Aruch. The Rambam b'Shulchan Aruch write that in that way and vein. The Torah of lahefach. So writes the opposite. Torah is not good. Which is not bad. Writes it's a mistake. The typo. So the Kamigar so we know must speak. Prisha wants to sustain the Gersa, but his explanation is not sufficient. Nevertheless, the customs to teach the laws which are relevant to women. Sefer, we never had the custom teach them out of books. We never heard such a custom. But the known halachos are taught by women to daughters and their daughters-in-law. Recently there have been halachos for women printed in Yiddish, presumably, and they are able to read them. Our women are diligent, davar, suffering in any matter of doubt. Sholos, they ask, and they don't claim the knowledge. I feel with davar katan shebektanos, even in the most minor of minor matters. It's been changed a lot over the years. The test is almost an archaic sefer. Obviously, it's not the case anymore, and women certainly learn Torah, a lot of Torah, and very rarely actually in Motziim the Divrei Havai, and it's hard to call them any more people learning Tiflus. And you want to say Nishtanat Heva, you want to say Ace Lassos, you want to say whatever you say, but things have changed. Chaf, Torah, women's not required to teach us on Torah. If she helps her son or her husband, she asks her to learn Torah. She divides the reward with them. It's a greater promise to women than to men. Shema says, women, rise, Shimana Koli, listen to my voice, but also both women who trust, has anyone see, listen to what I am saying. Plus, we shall on the base. After the chiyah, with what are women zocha to by bringing their sons to learn in shul or school, and bringing their husbands to learn in about their medish. Not waiting for those until they come out of the medish. I and sham. Those women who support their husbands and children and their sons, the Torah, Susan Gadol mode, their schos is great, Schon Harbe mode, and their reward is very great. Kosh can certainly also Nashim Oskos with Parnas women who are involved in obtaining a livelihood. Manchi Chlu Balain Leisha Torah, so the husband should be able to sing the Torah. Alain Amar concerning such one says, Eshes Chaim Yimtso, a woman of valor who shall find. Both Vada Levusha Vatislach Yom Achron, strength and glory are her garment, and she will laugh at the last day. And a woman who's God fearing is praiseworthy. She eats the fruit of her conduct in this world, and the principle of the reward is sustained in the world to come. Okay. Chafaf. Certainly doesn't come across here as any different than contemporary perspective, which in fact he seems to be very pro Kolel and women working for their husbands to learn. And being someone who's had a Kolel for 17 years, I can't complain. Chafaf. You can't teach Torah to a Talmud who's not an appropriate Talmud. Try and make him do tshuva. Don't forsake him, don't give up on him, but try to get him to do tshuva. Bring us to the Chishora, conduct him in a straight path, and then you check him out. At least a base medrash, then you take him to base medrash. If he checks out, you teach him. Anybody who teaches a student who's not an appropriate student, Zorik Evan Markulis, as if throwing a stone at the Avodah called Markulis. Meaning, so even somebody throws a stone at the Markulis of Avodah or to degrade, denigrate it, came to because that's how you worship the Markulis, by throwing stones in it. This guy is teaching Torah to a inappropriate Talmud. He's doing Avera. Sherman says Kitzur Evan Margema, like a stone wrapped in a slingshot. Margema was kind of like a weapon of some sort. Kano saying clear covered so too is somebody who gives a fool honor. Being covered Torah, and honor means Torah. As it says, the honor of Chachamim they will inherit. Ayin Sham. When can ask on this, from the famous Gemara, he announced anytime who's a hypocrite is inside is not like it's outside. Because the base of medicine, because the base of medicine, those Messiah lost it. Those Messiah did not do that. He let any even time he ain't talking Gemara base medicine. For Shana Gamliel live Shapirov, he looked like Elizabeth Azaria. And there it says, although the basically Bloch has an amazing interpretation of this Gemara, which illuminates the question. Very briefly, he says that the Gemara doesn't mean to say Elu Gamliel, but Elu ve'Elu, the two ways of educating to lead to the masses. And the Gemara when it says Velohi doesn't mean to negate Rebbe Gamliel's derech, but rather to say that every Rosh Yeshiva, every Mechanech has to take the derech which is more appealing to him, and that's how Hashem wants him to act. But here it says he assumes that somebody who's inside is not who's outside is not somebody who puts lax your Shemaim. Can be muchach b'yuma, like it's clear from Yuma Ayin Beis Ayin Sham Mari Vade who ain't no good. So such a student, certainly not appropriate student. You have to say it's like this. The time Shem Lamdi Lena Ogun. The reason I don't teach somebody who's not appropriate, we shouldn't deal much because it's going to learn for the wrong reasons. Kasha. Okay, still, then we hold Sachin Dafnun. Lolam Yumad Adam. Absolutely, person always learns Shalishma Bolishma because from Shalishma comes Lishma. Number say about it. That's Sachin Bechukam and Maim as the main match Amru Sham. That learn Lishma Nachlo Shanivra. No, the two types though. There's somebody learns Shalishma who comes to Lishma, and somebody learns Shalishma that Mar Brachas Tafitzai says it would better for him not to have been created. Chukam and Lamed Shalol Lishma. And Hashem was the Pniyah. And the distinction between somebody who learns Shalishma for some vested interest. B'zem mutar, that's permissible. Meshach is money v'lishma, because eventually come to lishma. Then lemei lekanter, somebody learns in order to scoff and mock. B'zem noch l'shlev, that case it'd be better not to create it. So my gan kind of okay. You have to say this way. The person who's not talking Gemara, which Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah accepted, somebody who's learning for some vested interest. Who would be rejected, even Elazar ben Azariah, who learned the kind of somebody learned to scoff and mock, let's see the Tuesday for some ultimately nefarious purposes. Come, Yel, remember, Sturgeon explained this with Tzarech here. Rebbe was not going to proper derech. Even though he's very sagacious. Everybody needs him. Don't learn from him until he does tshuva. I have avocado b'chagiga yud bei etes vav. That's makshem meir shlom atar me'acher. Meir learned Torah from acher. Of course, it was off the derech. That's a begado b'katan. It depends if it's a great person or a lesser person. A lesser person can't learn from a dubious Rebbe because he might stumble. But a great person like Meir Mutter, he was permitted to do so. The Tocha Yocha, he's going to eat the fruits and toss the shell. So why didn't the poskim make this distinction? Because it's possible we can't learn from a mayor's capacity to our generations. The Kulan and Hashemikhan were all considered to be people of lesser stature. Bracket says Yashachsi Ches and Shem Shni Tzom Shem Aviv. Dan Lochem Zekrai Mayor. He said, Zekrai Mayor. It's Mianim Kastana. You can't have a Lashas Lomar Veloy. And Shasha said that's not the case. Kamosha Omar Bibrachas of Master Gamliel, like it said by Master Gamliel. But according to what we just said, Lowy there does not mean that halacha is not like Rabbi Gamliel, but that it's not muchra like Rabbi Gamliel. It's not. There's no hachra between Gamliel and Ben Azariah. Chav Gimel Keitzad Melamdin. How do you teach? Rav Yoshi Baruch. Rabbi sits at the head with Talmid in front of him, Mukafik Gatar, and students surround him like a crowd. It's a semicircle. They should call him Shemes the Rav, so everybody can see, hear the Rebbe, and see his face. Kigamri Esmei Rav Inyan Godalu. To see the Rebbe is a great matter. To receive, like it says, your eyes should see your teachers. Rebbe says that which I was smarter than my friends or accomplished my friends. Because you saw a mayor from behind. So you give, of course, everybody speaks of words with Machore. Rebbe should not sit in a chair and the students on the ground. So either everybody on the ground, everybody on chairs. Bishara in the old days, Rav Yoshevet Hamidim Omdi. The Rebbe would sit and the students would stand. But already before destruction starts the Meir Second Beis Hamikdash, different times like real Taka, they taught everybody taught Talmid. After it was different, so I have to say. Nogu Kol Lami Talmidim and Yoshi. Everybody taught the students when the students are sitting. They shared a chush olam. Because weakness came down to the world, people could no longer withstand standing. It says Gamliel died, the honor of Torah died. Some say there's only type of advanced students who could already achieve a heterah. But when they haven't reached that level, Rav Yoshe, he say that the Rebbe sits on a chair, they on the ground, they sit in there. In our countries, people don't sit on the ground. It would be possible in Eastern countries, but not by us. Of course, it's not shy anywhere. The student is the Rebbe sees the students verbally, then he teaches. Teaches through an interpreter. The wasn't time of the Gemara. The interpreter stands between our rabbi and meeting between Tamim, but Rabbi and Targim. Rebbe says it's an interpreter, Matargim, Mashmeh Tamim, and Matargim, the interpreter says over students. Shamim Sholim, with the students Ashalim, Matargim, they ask the interpreter. Matargim Shal Rav, and the interpreter asks the Rebbe. But Rav Meshiv Matargim, Rebbe responds to the interpreter. Matargim Meshiv Tamim, and the interpreter responds to the students. The Rebbe should not speak louder than the interpreter, Chaim Tarim Leg B'Kol Yosem B'Kol Rav, and vice versa. The Torah should not raise his voice louder than the voice of the Rebbe. Beish Shos Rav, when he asked of the Rav, but part of the job of the interpreter was to be the amplifier. So therefore, when he's telling the Talmidim what the Rebbe said, there are many of them, then he can amplify his voice. Today, Shishmu Kulam, in order that everybody should be able to hear. And a brief session